Okay, I just wanted to try something out, so I ran through this stage again. And it turns out that I have to do all the fights through again. My god, though, it turns out this acorn frog is insane, and I lost him. That acorn frog kills everyone in 2 hits. It's crazy how much the difference in damage is between different enemies. Or between different creatures you can play as. Now I need to kill this guy again. Oh, this is awful. Come on. Yeah. But this also is letting me level up a little bit more running through here again, so I guess it works out for me anyways. But the idea was, I just wanted to see... I suspect you can't, I've mentioned as such in the past, but I wanted to see if it's actually possible. My god, it is so difficult to actually do enough damage to this guy. Hold on. I need to recoup my energy here. Come on, man. If we can actually pull off the spin attack and hit him with it, it actually does a good deal of damage. It's just... And even if I could do this, I don't think it would solve all my problems. But I wanted to see if I could bring an enemy from an earlier area into a later one. I was hoping I'd be able to use the fact that I got stunned to hit them there, but apparently not. Okay. Question. Does this take me straight to the boss? I don't remember where the boss fight actually is. No, the boss is here. Okay. So are there any enemies here I could feasibly get? Like fire? These guys have fire. I don't need fire. That's the one thing I don't need. Leave me alone. Or I could just die immediately. Cool. Not that big of a deal. Because now I can just run right through again. And I can bring the acorn frog with me, I guess. But the question is, are there any enemies here that have attacks that are not fire... or, you know, not elemental? I suspect the answer is no, but I'll have to check. Acorn frog. Oh, goodbye. Pixel seems to have an animation for drowning, kind of. Or at least just he turns a little bit. Acorn frog, do you have any attacks that actually are elemental? That's not what I needed. I don't think so. Even though you do obscene damage. I think part of it is just that having a weapon... I think your creature using a weapon instead of just attacking with their limbs makes them do way more damage than they would otherwise. I think that's why this guy does obscene damage compared to everyone else. That also means that part of the reason I have such difficulty fighting things is probably not just a matter of being underleveled, it's probably also because I just have creatures that don't do any damage. Just want to be able to make this jump here. Do you have elemental attacks? You have nothing bound to... Okay, you have nothing bound to square. Yeah. You guys don't have... There's another guy who spawns near, it's the Space Messenger, but they just have... wind attacks, I think? What? Hold on. Apparently I managed to unpress the switch that way? But these guys don't have elemental attacks, right? These are just regular attacks. There aren't any elemental characters around here, except for more fire, it feels like, which is exactly what I don't need. So unfortunately the game is not giving me what I need to even have any chance of pulling off a little miracle at the end here. Come on, I want to take the stick frog with me so I can... Oh, jeez. Almost. I want to take the stick frog with me so I can just... Hold on, there's an enemy here. kill those enemies at the end quickly. But I don't think there are going to be any creatures I can even just get the appropriate elements from, let alone, you know, anything else. Okay, hold on, let me... I don't know if that'll set my spawn here or not. If I happen to fall in the water. Okay, that's all I needed. Now then, I can run through here. Let me try picking these up. It is a decent amount of experience, all things considered. I just try to kill these things a bit more efficiently this time. At least one of them. It'll be easier now that there's just the one. These guys have weapons too, actually, so they probably do a lot of damage. If I can hit with them, jeez. Their weapons are too long, they attack far out in front of themselves. Jeez, these guys are actually really hard to hit anything with. That is kind of dumb, but okay. It's really hard to hit with these guys. Their attacks are really slow, and they have a massive area in front of them that they can't actually hit because their arms are too long. This point I just want to see if I can bring any enemy through that door. But that means I need to get to the door. I probably should continue to bring the acorn frog with me. Well, not gonna work anymore. That room is silly how it works. Deciding whether to have water in it or not. Okay. Somehow I got through this room before. Not really clear on how, because these guys are not easy to play as. Actually, they have... Are these guys even fire? They have red. Their strikes look red and whatnot. Oh no, things don't get caught on fire because we're in the water, that's why. My god. Oh, hello. That one was close. Does the water come back or not? Because I wouldn't mind bringing the stick with me. The old acorn frog. Yes, thank you. This time we will not dawdle with the experience and the spikes. We'll just run in and immediately kill things. With attacks that are actually capable of hitting enemies. So, it's not easy with how... So many of my attacks just go straight through these guys because of how the range is. It's not fun. Okay, problem. No, I have time. Okay, so am I de-transformed or not? Oh, I'm not! Huh. So this could have in theory worked, it's just there weren't any creatures that I could use for it, I don't think. Huh. No, it's a shame, but there still aren't any creatures I can use for this, so... Very interesting to find out. It's a cool discovery, it's just one that ultimately does not help me. Alright, these guys are back. Hello, thank you. I do need to kill them. Come on. Because otherwise the door doesn't open. God. Please. Look at you jumping over the wall there. This is awful. What? Ah. They have good intuition for which attacks are faster, which is annoying when a faster attack is the one that doesn't face them, because it's a tail swipe that only attacks behind me, so I couldn't have used it there. Can we get the normal enemies that are actually usable? Thank you. Yeah, I'm really surprised that the game actually is willing to just load those enemies into this area. Across the stage boundary. Cool. Unfortunately, now that I left, I likely have to redo the part that I did earlier. Which is annoying, but... Darn it. Something I could kill those guys. Okay, circle doesn't do anything, thank you. Okay, these guys don't have a lot of attacks to use, do they? Great. At least the door's gonna stay open now. But yeah, we'll have to redo the fire part, but otherwise, I'll do the fire part normally, like before, but the other part, normally meaning, you know, not transforming and whatnot, but the other parts I'll have to transform because there's just no electric or ice enemies around here. Guys, please! You guys spawn way too much. What happened to you guys being rare spawns? Oh. You are completely unusable. There we go. Jeez. See, that's all we needed. But yeah, just missing, this is just the part of the game where it asks you for elements that you actually have to bring yourself. Can I do this as Pixel? I don't remember. I think I did before. Okay, apparently you can also just run on the lava if you manage to plug yourself into it hard enough. Please. Use the butter if you have to, Pixel. The butter is too far away. There you go. Oh. Okay. Oh, you have, stop that. You have explosion. That was a very small explosion. Anyways. Anyhow, I was gonna try to kill this one guy, just to get something from them. There we go, like that. May I leave? It's a serious question. There you go, jeez. Oh. Okay, just let me go. Even if I just burn to death, because the stuff will stay open. In fact, it would have been faster to die, likely. Because now I have to run back. And I may just die as soon as I head out the front door. Okay, I will extend this episode a little bit, just because we only just now got to where we were. Well, almost, not even yet. To where we were at the end of the last episode. But we did uncover knowledge. I think that's worth something. So I'll at least catch up to where we were. Ideally do a little bit more. Because we do have that room of enemies to deal with as well. Up here. This particular creature does good damage with the stomp. I do need to actually... there we go. That's what I need to do in here, actually. I don't need to kill anything. I thought I had to kill stuff. Okay. Oh, I do need to kill stuff to get out, which is not really that big of a deal, because I can also just die to leave. I'm acutely aware of my mortality in this particular playthrough, which is not a problem. I guess the balance, kind of, for the faster stomp, where you just jump and then stomp, instead of pressing the stomp button on the ground, which causes you to do a stomp in a much slower arc that you can't actually control. I guess the balance for that is that the jump and then stomp does use more energy, so you can't spend it as much. Come on. Stop being on fire so I can kill you. Okay. So there's that done. And now we just have to... Wait, was this one open? Oh no, that's the... Yeah, that's the one that you need to remove the locks from. Okay. Very sad, but it is what it is. One has to end eventually. Well, what the... Oh, I was holding forward to aim the ice beam down. I forgot you can aim the beam. Alright. Alright, having soiled this run eternally, you know, more than we already had. We will proceed. And probably fail to do anything of merit, because I am out of transformations. Whoops. Well. Oh, there's poison. I don't see that very often. I cannot clone your poison, unfortunately. Come on. There we go. Man, the emulator does not like that particular penguin for some reason in the background. Alright, I'll at least get through the door with the triple lock up top, I think, and I'll call the episode there, however long that takes me to do, which should just be a few more minutes, I think. I am, of course, having gained access to this area, going to do everything legitimately. You know, according to the usual rules from here on out. Ow. I'm still going to minimize the cheating here. To the degree that I can. Are you guys icy? Yeah, your forts are icy. Right. And what weird texture effect did you guys use exclusively on this one penguin that the emulator can't handle? No, that was a good charge shot, but did not actually that much damage in the end. His weapons just do more damage in general. Alright, let me throw. I'm not really sure precisely how this thing works. Letting you through sometimes and other times not. I would like to pick that up, no. Oh, this actually hurts you because it's cold. Interesting. Is there stuff up there that you can grab or something? Not sure. There are some areas in this game where flying up somewhere will actually let you find stuff. Anyhow. And last one. There we go. Ow. Don't have a lot of time left on my transformation here either. Oops. Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit of a problem. There we go. Now we can go back and heal, since the door's open now. Leave me alone. It's still funny to me that this game, the save areas in this game are not safe areas, which is unusual in a game like this. The game almost does that in cases where you have to defeat all the enemies to make it become a safe area and then also a save area. Like the save point will not appear until you kill everything in the area, usually right before a boss. But then enemies will still keep spawning there. Okay. Oh. Well, not a lot I can do here. There we go. I have to get up there. Okay. Yeah, these guys aren't really hard to hit. Jeez. I'm slow. Oh. There's medium back there. I remember that big statue of medium. There we go. That's all we needed there. Oh, these guys have bouncy projectile attacks. I never liked those. They never were particularly useful for playing as a human. Oh, I didn't go into the, darn it. Actually, would like to heal with that. I didn't go into the ice room up here, did I? This game has a weird jump where you can decide... After you jump, you can decide you want to go in one direction, and you get full movement in that direction. And well, no. No, this game, the way the jump works is you can push in any... Huh? I didn't press that. You can jump in any direction. You can jump and then move in any direction at full speed, more or less. Except... Oh, that's what that is. Okay. See, the penguin seemed to make a sound whenever I pressed this button. But it didn't seem to actually do anything. Oh man, that beam does not do much damage. Oh man, none of these attacks are good. You need to kill these things to get out of here, so... Or die. Someone has to die. It doesn't have to be you or me specifically, it's just someone. Like, the range is so short, it does so little damage, and it's extremely slow at the same time. It's comical how awful some of these things are to play as. Ow. I like how gentle the tap sound is when it actually hits you, though, because that is a fairly accurate assessment of the damage that's being done. But then the penguin has a laser for some reason, as well. Attack, jeez. Cannot do the spin attack for some reason. Okay. Boy. Now for the electric one. Oh, this thing respawns or something. That's unusual. Does it respawn after each room or something like that? It's not normal in this game. Okay. Last one. Draco. Ow. I do appreciate that these guys have different move sets, despite the pattern of doing the same thing 3 times over, roughly. This one has a dash, too. Why does this enemy that only ever appears in an extremely compact area have a dash attack? Also, I'm not gonna be able to kill these. Can I at least let me hit the... There we go. Okay, we're good. And now I am dead. So I can knock it out. Oh well. Let me finish this area by getting me out of this room. Come on, guys. Yeah, why you give someone a dash in this area, I don't know. Pretty sure these enemies only appear here. It's nice that these enemies do have different movesets in the 3 different rooms. They're not just exact copies of each other with the elements swapped around. The movesets don't necessarily make the most sense. I do suspect this is why this game is so short, though. You have so many enemies that only appear in one place, and they have their own AI and whatnot, too. They don't just look different and have different movesets. They actually behave differently. I refuse. I like how the guard dog's just inexplicably able to shoot fire at you. Ugh. Camera turned around and got me hit by that thing. Oh, I forgot. Getting on top of this thing's actually kind of hard. I'm coming for you, Bastel, eventually. I would like that. Darn. I need to jump at it from the butter. There you go. Funny little details like this, like the butter where one suspects that developers don't particularly imagine this would have actual platform implications. Okay. Well, I can't go through yet, but... Guys. Okay, Samurai's probably the better one to play as, because they have a weapon. Weapons do stupid damage. Oh, there we go. And have a nice swipe attack as well. Which is I'm very far away, too. I hate that attack that jumps backwards, jeez. Yeah, weapons just do so much damage compared to anything else. If you see an enemy with a weapon, it just makes sense to grab it. Do I need to kill... Are the other guys unlimited? Do I have to kill you specifically, Samurai? The other one seemed like they just kept respawning. Which is not usually how this game works, but maybe this is different. Maybe Palace just changes up all the rules. You do have to bring in your own abilities here from elsewhere to actually proceed for the first time in the game. Oh, you guys get out of here. Actually, you guys are incapable of doing anything useful. Yours aren't going to be able to hit me. You only have 2 really dumb attacks. The rare ones are substantially less of a threat for some reason. Okay. Take 2. Annoying thing with this guy's attacks, they are wind attacks, so they knock everyone away. Which is funny with the moles, because they all get knocked really far away from you. And in fact, that is good that they get spread out. But there's also a problem for me trying to... There we go. Guys, stop that. problem for me trying to keep attacking this guy. Okay, so we have made progress officially by, you know, going back on all of our rules. I don't remember if Pallet is immediately after this door. It would be a weirdly short area if so, but I really don't remember. So we may have to immediately die and then pull out the rainbow there. But we'll give it a shot with just Pixel at first. Alright, so I'll see you next time where we actually try to play this game normally again. I keep saying normal as if normal is what this challenge playthrough is, but you know what I mean.